Hello boys and girls, this is Dark Stu Ood Media. I know it's been a while since my last video, but lately I've been ill, so I'm just making this video now because tomorrow I'm off yet again to Dragon's Castle. Hopefully I'll win some duels this time. I didn't post a video afterwards about the cards I got because literally there were so many. But I'm going to show you the deck I'm going to be using. It's a 40 card deck this time. I will be making a deck profile soon for the wind up monsters because I'm going to be buying more wind ups. And so let's get this started. So obviously, first card I'm always going to have it in my deck, Utopia. You know his effect basically. So 1 minute, let me refocus this lens. So yeah, basically, you know Utopia's effect. Whenever a player attacks, disengage a an overlay unit, and you can stop the attack. Next, we of course have number 17, Leviathan Dragon. Pretty cool card. Disengage an overlay unit. Once per turn during my turn, disengage an overlay unit to increase its attack points by 500. Next we have Gyrenosaurus, pretty cool card. I'm going to be replacing him when I go to Dragon's Castle. I think I'll be, just a heads up, I will be replacing all the cards in my extra deck with Xyz monsters, so this may not be the final deck because I'm going to make this deck a deck for Xyz monsters, then the wind up deck, then I'm going to make a deck for the synchros and synchro fusion cards. So yeah, Gyrenosaurus, its effect when it destroys a monster, detach an overlay unit, deals 1,000 points of damage. Next we have Gachi Gachi Gujitsu. Requires 2 level 2 monsters of course. If this card is face up and it would be destroyed, I detach an overlay unit. It's not destroyed, and for each overlay unit this card has on itself, of all monsters including itself on the field, gain an extra 200 attack points and defense points, which is pretty good. Got him in defense mode. So Xyz summon him in defense mode. You got 2 more. You got 2 overlay units. He basically has 2,200 defense points. So that's it for the Xyz monsters I have at the moment. I will update tomorrow afternoon when I get back, or tomorrow night. Next is my Synchro Fusion monster. This is Ultimate Axon Kicker. The very long name. He's a level 10 Synchro Fusion monster. He's a psychic type. He has 2,900 attack points, 1,700 defense points. His ability is when this card cannot be destroyed by card effect. So basically, I get this out in a duel, can't be destroyed by card effect. Then, like if he destroys a defense position monster, like with most cards, the damage between its attack and defense, this guy's attack points and that guy's defense points is dealt to the opponent's damage. But what's really cool about this card is its final effect. When it destroys a monster, I gain life points equal to that monster's attack points. Next is the star of my synchros, the Stardust Dragon. So yes, Stardust Dragon is basically he's a synchro monster, pretty good. Everyone pretty much knows who he is. Next is my newest synchro, Colossal Fighter. Now, Colossal Fighter is very cool. One minute. Sorry, my friend's talking to me on Skype while I'm doing this. It's very distracting, I know. But yeah, basically his effect for each warrior type monster in your graveyard. Oh god, sorry. For every warrior type monster in your graveyard, he gains an extra 100 attack points on top of what he's got. So you can see it's pretty cool. But when he's destroyed as a result of battle, you can summon a warrior type monster from your graveyard. So say I've got Utopia in the graveyard, I want to get him back, but I've used the monster Reborn that's in my deck. He gets destroyed, Utopia's back on the field. The next card, which I think is a card I haven't shown you yet, is Power Tool Dragon. Everyone basically knows Power Tool's effect. These two are just guys from my last deck profile. Magical Android, which is the monster I use for my Synchro Fusion, and Gaia, the Force of the Earth. Now, to move on to the main deck. First off, we have Barrier Resonator, level 1 Tuna monster. Then, we have Turbo Booster, pretty cool card. Then we have Miracle Synchro Fusion, which is a card you use to summon Ultimate Axon Kicker. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, Ultimate Axon Kicker, basically, he's summoned to the field by fusing a Psychic Synchro monster with a Psychic monster. So I have 2 Psychic monsters in my deck at the moment, which are going to be taken out after I change it up. So yeah, that's Miracle Synchro Fusion. Negate Attack, everyone knows what that is. Defense Draw, people know what that is. Now, I'm coming up, this is one of the newest cards from the new series. Zimbabwe Knight, or as my friend Callan at school, he calls it Zimbabwe Knight, for no apparent reason. Draining Shield, pretty cool card, pretty good. I have also added to my deck a Witch of the Black Forest. Now some people would ask me, why would I add a Witch of the Black Forest? I add it for its effect. You see, when this card is sent to from the field to the graveyard, I'd move one monster with a defense of 1500 or less from your deck to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Which basically means I could summon Zimbabwe Knight by getting her destroyed. Next is a field spell, Mountain, that was in one of my deck profiles, don't remember which one. Got Delta Flyer, Dragon type Tuna monster. Its effect is to raise the level of one monster in your deck by 1, not in your deck, on your field, one other monster apart from him, raise its level. Next I have Synchro Boost, an equip card. I think I have 2 of these in this deck, so if we come across the other one I'll just move it along to the pile. But basically it increases the monster's level by 1 and its attack points by 500. Next is another new card, comes in a special edition boosters packs or the set. This is a Shine Knight. Now his ability is alright-ish because I can use him to summon either Utopia, Gyreno or Leviathan Dragon. And so basically his effect, when he's in attack position he's level 3, but when he's in defense position he's a level 4 monster. So that's good for summoning Utopia. So next up I summon I've been having too much Coca-Cola. This is Cosmic Compass. Obviously you know what he does when you normally summon a monster. So yeah, when you summon a monster, you basically... Oh, sorry, Reese just messaged me again. Basically, you summon him, and for the amount of monsters your opponent has on the field, you get tokens equal to that. So basically, he has a full field except for 1. You use that, basically you get more level 1 tokens, which I might use, because I can keep this in my deck, because I can use it to summon Baby Terragon, which I'm going to get. So, yeah, that's Cosmic Compass. Next is Rescue Warrior. I showed him off in my last deck profile. He's pretty good, as you know, but if you want to know what his effect is, you look in my last deck profile. Now this is a card I think I did in my last deck profile, but I'm not sure. This is my Earthbound Immortal card, which I added back to my deck because I thought it was good in this deck, because I can basically use it better this time around. So yeah, I've got my Earthbound Immortal. Next, I have a Trident Warrior, pretty cool card. its effect, when it's normal summoned, I can special summon a level 3 or below monster, which is good if I want to try and get out either Utopia or Leviathan Dragon. So cool. This is an equipped spell used especially for Power Tool Dragon and the Morphtronic monsters, but I just use it for Power Tool Dragon. Double Tool C and B, basically. If you want to find out what its effects are, just like I'd say go on the wiki, because it's a long effect and this video is already pretty long. So next I have Rocket Plier. Very cool card. Monster can't be destroyed. Monster equipped with it can't be destroyed by battle. Oh, 1 minute. I need to read the rest effect. Although damage that monster takes is the same as it would have been. And then the monster that's attacked by this equipped monster actually loses attack points equal to the equipped monster's attack points, which is very good when equipped to an Xyz monster. Next we have one of the psychic types in my deck, Bones. He's a psychic tuna monster. It's pretty good. Next we have a Stronghold Guardian, who I actually traded my second booster for. So yeah, Stronghold Guardian is like the opposite of second booster. Instead of giving it attack points when you tribute it from your hand, it gives you defense points. So yeah, good luck with that. And now my second psychic monster, Destructron. It's not a very good card. I'll probably have only used it for the Synchro Fusion, but oh well. Next, the card we all know, Monster Reborn. Whoop-de-doo, bring a card back to the field from the graveyard. Next is a new card I have. Well, it's not new, I got it last time I was there at Dragon's Castle, as well as all these cases. Last time I was there, so basically, once per turn, if your opponent declares an attack, if the attack of the attacking monster is lesser than a face-up Earthbound Immortal on the field, or destroy the attacking monster and inflict damage to your opponent equal to half of that monster's attack points, which is very good when going against high-power monsters. Next is a new card I have in my deck, Photon Crusher. I do have a Photon Circle. I think I may make a Photon deck. But yeah, if you didn't know, I've actually already seen up to 20 episodes of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal series. So I've already watched most of like what this guy can do and everything in the anime. He's basically like Goblin Attack Squad. When he attacks, has turned to defense mode, but he's very good if you want to get a first play power monster on the field. Next, we have a card I got from Dragon's Castle last time, Double Summon. Basically, you can summon once more this turn. Nightmare Steel Cage stops them from attacking for 2 turns. It's pretty good, and stops them from attacking from 2 of their turns, just to get that straight, because my mate tried to trick me with that. I've got Senzaki Armor. You already know what that is. Next, I have a Flare Resonator, which I already talked about in my last thing. Now, the most epic card ever to hit this table. Pot of Duality! Now, the Pot of Duality is a very good card. Mine's a super rare limited edition Pot of Duality, which means it's one of the first Pot of Dualities that was out there. So basically, I can look at the top 3 cards of my deck, which is pretty good, and add one of them to my hand, and then the rest go back to my deck and I have to shuffle it. You can only activate 1 Pot of Duality like per turn, but here's the downside to it. You cannot special summon after you've used a Pot of Duality, which is bad, but because I have double summon, it doesn't really matter. Next, I have a Hyper Synchron. Yeah, I do have 2 Synchrons at the moment. I probably am going to go and get a couple more when I go to Dragon's Castle. But nah. I've got Hyper Synchron, pretty cool card. Its effect I don't like, but it's still good for tuning other cards. Next we have a good favourite of mine from the new series, Gambara Knight. Basically, Gambara Knight's effect, if this one face up attack position monster is attacked, I can switch him to defense mode. Next we have a card I'll probably get some more of, the level retuner. It basically destroys 2 levels, and it basically destroys up to 2 levels on your monster and brings it down, which is very good if you summon a high level monster but you want to get a low rank Xyz monster on the field. Next we have a card everyone knows, it's my card destruction. It's pretty good. That is my other synchron. I have drill synchron. I might get a drill warrior for my synchro deck. I'm not sure yet, but oh well. Next I have a card I was dying to get, but I managed to get it this month. Not when I went to Dragon's Castle, I got it from a friend. This used to be mine, but I accidentally traded it to him before I got my Stardust Dragon, but no. This is a Debris Dragon. It's a very cool card. My mate Reese is after it like hell. And so yeah, I'm gonna take that before he jumps through the screen and tries and grabs it. Next we have Synchro Strike. Pretty good for synchro monsters. We have Scrap Iron Scarecrow. We have Desynchro. Then the final card in my deck is a new card I've got, Blind Spot Strike, which basically, if I have an attack position monster and my opponent has a defense position monster, my monster gains attack points equal to defense points of that monster until the end of this turn. So yeah, that's my deck profile. I'll put a list in the description of cards I'm going to try and get while at Dragon's Castle. But apart from that, I will speak to you tomorrow. Goodbye, world! Utopia.